What's going on? We test some sound out. So far, so good. What's going on, everybody? Shane, I see you. What's going on? Melbourne, Australia in the building. What's going on? We checking out sounds. We sending out a couple shares if you can. Like, share everything. We're getting started shortly. Yeah, okay. Everybody getting in. Getting the shares out. What's going on? Jazz. Useless. What's going on, y'all? We're getting started shortly. See, the sound's muted. That's why I said I got to check out these different things. I got to make sure the sound's good and everything else. Okay, right now, seems like the sound is good. How's the sound? Is it low? Is it quiet? Let me know what's going on. What's going on, everybody? We gonna smoke it up today. Snoop Dogg style. We on one today, man. We are on one today. Let's kick this shit off, right? Let me get to the chat, man. You know, I ain't got real glare. You know, these are some blue light glasses and shit. They're just for a segment. Don't trip. Shane, what's going on all the way from Melbourne, Australia? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. We got to give it up for all our fans that are out of the country, man.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it, Booker T. All right. Out of the country is a big thing. Yo, all y'all, we got a lot of Twitch into. Jazz, I see you. Jazz, dap me up. Useless, I see you. Dap me up. DJC Money, I see you. A lot of people tuning in. I know y'all going to come in. We got to get to it, man. We got one hell of a show. Now, on X, we were supposed to select a winner of this week's gaming giveaway. You know, just got back. Timing got away from me. Okay, we're gonna pick it after the stream. You'll get your free game. All right, simple as that. We ain't gonna talk no more about that. Neo, what's going on? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. Shout out to everybody in the community, all y'all that's helping. If you can, hit the like, share out the content. We got one hell of a show today, and y'all know how we do. So can we go ahead and get into it? Now, let me dust off these. These things a little dusty, man. Let me get right. Y'all know the first gaming segment every week seems to be a very important one to a lot of people. Yeah, I got a couple smudges on these glasses. I just need to. Okay. This segment is Gaming Gone Wild, aka Moses Crime Weekly. It is a segment we do every week where we talk about crime specifically around video games. There are a lot of crimes that do not either get talked about, do not get talked about in depth, or they just seem to go under the radar and do not really cover the main problem that's happening with the crime. So that's what we're here to talk about today, and we have wonderful portions to discuss. So without further ado, everybody, cheers. 7/20/2025. You could be anywhere else in the world. You're here with your boy. Dap me up, hairy ass knuckles and all. Cheers. Holy hell. Woo! I ain't chugged nothing down with a Gatorade before, but shit. Bartender, what the hell you served me? Woo! We grew a couple hairs on our chest. Without further ado, let's get into the show. Now, for anyone, if sound is off, if you do hear anything off, please let us know. And if you can, hit the like, share out the content. But we're going to talk about our first story, which is, man, a very shocking story, believe it or not. We're diving into a story right out of Japan. It's rocked the gaming world because a Rainbow Six Siege player, someone who's competed on the global stage, is now behind bars being accused of being part of a violent, how can I say it? I don't want to have monetization taken so early. Imprisonment ring. There we go. Imprisonment. If you can get the idea. Am I right? So I hope I pronounce this correct. Sho Hasegawa, which is a 24-year-old professional Rainbow Six Siege player for SKG Osaka, was actually arrested by Tokyo Metropolitan Police on July 16th of 2025. He, along with 6 other men, allegedly kidnapped. I said it there. Damn, I was supposed to skip that one. But kidnapped a construction contractor in his 30s and held him captive for nearly 3 months. Authorities allege the group tortured the victim in horrifying ways, pouring boiling water over him, beating him with a hammer, fracturing his ribs, lower back, and even pressing a hot frying pan against his body. Reports suggest there were pokings with a screwdriver, and that abuse was shared as it was filmed. This is disgusting, bro. I didn't even know we were going to get into this, bro. This is disgusting. So the victim reportedly suffered burns and injuries so severe, doctors estimate a 6-month recovery period. Yo, that's not normal. I wasn't ready for this, y'all. I'm so sorry. That is disturbing, bro. That's a full-out real torture. So during the ordeal, the suspects allegedly forced the victim to hand over roughly 2 million yen, which is about 13,000 in US dollars, for those who do not understand. They were doing this by threatening and coercing the victim into borrowing money and then canceling his insurance. The victim's nightmare only ended on April 30th when he was found after a car crash involving one of the suspects, who then fled the scene. So just to give you the timeline of events, January 29th, April 30th is when the victim allegedly was held captive and tortured at multiple locations. Disgusting. Now, February 2025, while all this was ongoing, I hope I'm pronouncing this correct, but Hasegawa reportedly competed at 6 Invitational 2025 in Boston, winning MVP honors on day 1. The victim is being held and he's competing. April 30th, 2025, victim discovered following a car accident. And on July 16th is when Hasegawa and 6 others were then arrested. July 18th, 2 days ago, SKG Osaka announces Black Ray's release from the team and withdraws from the APAC North Stage 1 playoffs, forfeiting their spot. I don't think there's much else you can do in this situation. Now, the scandal is probably going to leave them scrambling. I don't know what the team's going to do, but this is beyond, as far as I'm concerned, the team should go ahead and either, and this is kind of a little too much, but you might need to change team names, entire rebranding. Someone destroyed. It's a shame how one person can destroy your entire image, but this, what I'm reading, the torture methods, just to repeat, pouring boiling water, that's torture. Beating someone with a hammer is torture. Fracturing someone's ribs and lower back makes it difficult for them to breathe. Is torture. Pressing a hot damn frying pan against their body. I don't think there's nothing else to be said about this. This dude is disgusting. What is his name? Black Ray? Black Ray, you're disgusting, bro. You're disgusting. Nothing else I can say, man. The fact that you can hold somebody and torture them, you're a different type of human being, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have people in government saying that these video games are linking to violent crimes. This is why you got people who are holding people captive. Let's go on to the next story. Disgusting. So in Japan, the world of Pokemon trading cards, as everyone knows, is already filled with collectors, scalpers, sky-high prices, all the other bullshit. But just got a whole lot uglier. A local trading card game shop was robbed. Yes, for nearly $100,000 of cash and cards. But guess who was the mastermind behind everything? I want you to take a guess. It was the manager of the shop down the street. So the heist went down on June 14th, 2025, when thieves stormed a Pokemon trading card game store in Seki City, Japan. I hope I'm getting that right. Anyone correct me if I'm getting that wrong. The robbers, armed with a poker, all right, monetization store, armed with a knife, okay, stole 123 items, a mix of rare Pokemon cards and cash. It was worth around 13.7 million yen. For those who get the idea, that's close to 100K. In US, a lot of money. Police later arrested 3 suspects, with the latest being 35-year-old Yuji Watanabe. I'm not sure if I got that right. Watanabe. I'm bad with these names, okay? He's the manager of the rival shop named Trekka Junkie, which is located blocks down the street, right down there, down the street. The revelation shocked the whole entire trading card community when they found out it was the rival guy. They didn't know this, but it actually broke out on Twitter. Now, the targeted shop owner took to social media and posted it, and it then went viral. He put, "Those still involved should surrender immediately. Thinking you won't get caught is impossible. We will absolutely catch everyone." Reports say 2 accomplices had already been detained, but police believe more suspects at large for this. Timeline of events is June 14th. The actual trading card shop was robbed at knife point for almost 100K in cards and cash. Following that, 2 accomplices were arrested, and on July 9th is when you got Yuji, the manager of the rival shop that's a couple blocks away, arrested as the 3rd suspect. Yeah. Mid-July 2025, police continue pursuing additional suspects. All right. I don't think there's much more to say. This is kind of disgusting. This is like Amazon setting up a warehouse and then hiring a bunch of workers to go into Walmart and steal things and bring them back to the warehouse. Like, yo, I don't know, man. It ain't much more to say, man. It ain't much more to say on that. Crime around video games is nasty work. People do not care. They just want to make money. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Woo! This one I did not expect. Okay, I did not expect.
You dig it, sucker.
I can dig it, Booker T. So this guy has scored some of the most iconic moments in gaming history. But now the former Tomb Raider composer, Peter Kennelly, is trading soundtracks for a commissary in prison. That's wrong. I shouldn't even laugh at that. That's not even funny. But the 52-year-old whose music accompanied a lot of The Last Revelation, The Angel of Darkness, a lot of what you know of Tomb Raider, has been jailed for defrauding UK's COVID relief loan program. He netted at least $77,000 through deception. Now, Connolly is actually based in Durham, England, and first secured a legitimate, about $28,000 bounce back loan in May of 2020, intended to help struggling small businesses weather the storm during the pandemic. And 1 month later, what do you know? He illegally applied for a second loan. Okay, second loan came through in the clutch. This one was for $50K from another bank. Slick dog. Now, this move is already strictly forbidden under law, but he did it. So he secured the second payout, and Connolly then inflated numbers. All right, he inflated the company's turnover from roughly $78,000 to $202,000. He falsely declared that he hadn't previously borrowed any funds. Mistake on him. Neither loan was ever repaid, and his company entered liquidation August of 2021. In interviews, Connolly said the cash was meant to support a lucrative project, reimagining the Tomb Raider soundtrack, a fan-funded effort that stalled as the pandemic hit. Investigators do not believe that shit. They think it's something totally different. They're accusing him of blatantly disregarding the rules and stealing taxpayer funds during a national emergency. My man received well close to $100K in COVID relief funds. Now, Peter Connolly, I'm going to say this to you. This was entirely on you, man. You already knew it was wrong. When you filed the first time and you got that amount back, you didn't know you was going to get it back so easily. And I understand. It's one of those things where somebody's like, you know, how much do you want? And you say, I want $25,000. They say, okay, here you go. And you go, damn, what if I would have said $50,000? So you come back in with a mustache and, you know, an afro or something else. And you say, hey, can I get $50,000? They say, here you go. You can't do it like that. All right. Now, Jazz Mania made a good point. There were people robbing banks back in the days. Now you can hit up a trading card shop and get more, right? You don't have to go into the vault. You get cards. You know, you probably could sell them on the street. I'm saying. And that, y'all, is Moses Crime. Whoa, did you see that? That was like a boomerang. I love it. Moses Crime Weekly. Let's go. Now, we got so much to cover. I want to get to these other things because we got deep topics. I want to get into the feelings, the emotion, the inner gamer of each one of you. So I want you to go ahead and give your opinions on these other subjects. If you can, if you are here, hit the like, share out the damn content. Let's go ahead and move on to the next subject. Let's make sure we get it right. Oh, my goodness. For those who do not know, I must start this off by saying, I am a Call of Duty fanboy. I have been a Call of Duty fanboy for a long time. A lot of people have said Call of Duty has ruined gaming. I've heard people say that. Call of Duty is the same game year after year. I've heard that. You are a Call of Duty shill. I've heard that. I'm not going to lie. I might could take that because I'm one of those dudes that it doesn't matter how long Call of Duty's been out. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. Call of Duty is just, it's the creme de la creme of first-person shooters. Now, I don't care what you say. I'm going to be the fanboy, but this right here, this is a whole different case right here. Can a video game company be responsible for a real-world unaliving? I want to ask everyone. Like something happens, and I say, yo, I was addicted to playing this game, and I went out and did something. Can a video game company be sued for that. So that's what's happening out of Los Angeles, where Activision is. The maker of Call of Duty is facing a wrongful death lawsuit tied to the 2022 Uvalde, Texas, unaliving of a lot of people. Families of the victims claim Call of Duty and Instagram helped train the teenage gunman and marketed real weapons to him. Activision says the game is protected by the First Amendment, but the courtroom battle is actually heating up. Now, the center of the case are three powerful defendants. You got Activision, Meta, and Daniel Defense, who is an AR, manufacturer. I ain't gonna keep saying. We're trying to keep the monetization good for y'all. Okay. The lawsuit filed by families of the Uvalde victims alleged that 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, I'm not sure to pronounce it, excuse me guys if I'm wrong, was influenced by Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and Instagram ads that glamorized the Daniel Defense rifle that he used. Attorneys for the family say he became so immersed in Call of Duty that he not only practiced with a virtual version of the AR, but even searched for ways to obtain combat armor that was featured in the game, not realizing that it was real. Lead attorney Josh Koskoff, who secured a $73 million settlement for the Sandy Hook incident, argued that Call of Duty isn't just a game, but a training simulator that rewards realistic popping and weapon mastery, while Instagram opened a door for gun companies to target minors. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, they trying to throw a hell of a case, man. I don't even know if I want to read any more of this. Like, this is pissing me off a little bit, just a little bit. I'm gonna say, because some of this I kind of agree with. Sadly, I kind of agree with, but on another note. So let's continue. So if the court allows this case to proceed, it could possibly reshape video games and social media platforms and how they interact with weapon manufacturers. And I'm gonna give you guys an idea. There's someone I know that's very big into Transformers. Transformers, robots in disguise. That's how I feel, right? But Transformers is very important to him. And one thing he talks about is the laws around Transformers being built with guns attached to them. A lot of characters being redesigned because of the guns that are attached to their mechs. This is what we could possibly see within video games. We could possibly see within toys, which we see toys already. But video games is something that, it's taking I'm not gonna lie, we on the border. Like movies, there is a direct P-orn section. All right, you know that. And you go to the movies, it's going to be rated R, rated this. But with video games, there's games that they coming hot, man. They coming with some good stuff. That's all I'm saying. Now, Jazzmania, I don't think it's COD's fault. Okay, I want to see what Jazz saying. Many people play COD and we're not popping up anything. I think that person had mental issues. Let's talk about that, Jazz. Let's actually talk about what you said right there. You don't think it's COD's fault. I agree. I am one of those people that I was raised on video games. I was raised on video games with violence as well. I actually love video games with more violence. I believe it solves something that I would probably let out in real life. I'm one of those people. Okay, so I encourage people to let it out inside of the video game. So I'm all with you on his Call of Duty's, responsibility to give you a realistic experience, and that's it. What you do with it is up to you. If this dude would have played Arma 3, right, which is more realistic compared, to we want to talk about military shooters. There's a lot of games that are more realistic than Call of Duty. But I'm just gonna say this. Call of Duty does have real weapons. Can we agree to that? If you were a person that only played Call of Duty and you never seen a magazine with weapons, you never seen anything with military anything, could you be able to explain to somebody what kind of weapon you need in a specific situation? You could. I understand that. But that's part of realism. That's with anything. If I'm doing a NASCAR racing game, guess what? It's going to show you how you can hit 200 miles per hour as fast as damn possible. It's realistic. It's going to show you, if you were realistically driving a car, how you can hit 200 miles per hour as fast as possible. We don't see companies coming after NASCAR to have these realistic racing sims be taken down. But you know why? They're not making national news. That's why. It's a lot of realistic experiences. I could talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator. You might get an average Joe to hop on a damn Spirit flight and say, you know what? Move over, pilot. I think I got this because I flew this plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Very realistic. Are you going to say Microsoft Flight Simulator is responsible and sue? If it becomes big enough, you can. This is crazy. So I just want to say that to that. It's a double-edged sword. I don't think you can do it. They can, but you can't. Right? If you do it on one side, you got to do it all across the board. You can't do it, oh, well, shooters. You cannot say we have a right to bear arms in this country, but then yet in a video game say that's what's encouraging the violence. That's the stupidity here. Okay, that's dumb. Hey, I got the right to bear arms. Hey, Nick, go ahead and get your gun and have it mailed to your house. Hey, I'm straight. Yeah, you come in here, bow, bow. I learned how to do it from Call of Duty. Now it's Call of Duty's a great game. Oh, I think Call of Duty showed me how to handle the gun. The intruder came in and I stopped it. Now we're talking national press beauty. Oh, Call of Duty is now teaching homeowners how to be safe. It's all about national press. This court case, to be honest, what do I think is going to happen? They're going to settle out of court and they're going to get some money. Activision wants it to go away. Meta wants it to go away. The family wants money. At this point, a lot of the victims, which condolences to the families that have lost people, I understand them wanting theirs. Activision, how much money do you got? Holy hell. I'm just saying, they coming to break bread. That's all I'm saying. Now, Jazz, let's go ahead and get this. I think it just depends on the person who's willing to pay attention to stuff in video games. I agree. I tell people, hey, when you are going to your local town hall, most people don't go to that shit. It's boring as shit. I'm not going to lie. Most of that shit is boring. But if you can go there, you can get certain things changed, you know. Start going to your county, your city, state. You got to start getting things changed locally. See, some people might be, hey, for Stop Killing Games. You might have a representative in for Stop Killing Games and you don't even know because you're sitting your ass at home just, you know, doing whatever, right? We gotta pay attention. Last words on this one before I move on. I just think, where does this stop? In this country, you can't win this battle. As long as we have same thing, money, the big factor here, these weapon manufacturers make a lot of money. You're not going to stop them from making their money, right? You're not going to be able to do that. Any way you try to do that, they're going to sell. So in video games, that also markets these weapons. Why do you think they continue to sell? Why do you think military shooters continue to be popular? Why do you think so many companies focused on the realism of military shooters? You can go on any shooter. Yo, why don't anybody make a shooter in the hood? Just a guy who woke up, man, somebody came into my house, bow, and I shot a kingpin, and it's on. Right? He's going through, he's doing this, and all. Why can't it be a game like that? Because that ain't going to sell them weapons. Because, right, everybody probably got street weapons. Everybody got Glock 9s. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got Uzis. No. Okay. Shane, you don't play an aeroplane sim and crash a plane. Then go to the airport and crash a plane in real life. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Now, Shane, I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to play devil's advocate, Shane. If you were to play an aeroplane sim and you mastered it, you know how to take off, land, you knew all the buttons, what everything meant, but you never flew a plane in real life. Let's say the pilot goes down. Do you think you are sufficient enough to fly a plane? I think so. Now, I don't got to play the game one damn time to see it in a tree and be like, oh, a plane landed in a tree. Something happened. Like, I ain't got to be a rocket scientist for that shit. Okay. Like, that's obvious. Duh. All right. I don't play mini shooters. That doesn't make me an expert with Glockas. Can we blame games for violence? Maybe, but this entirely the shooter's fault and how they perceive video games in the real life world. Bravo, man. I'm gonna give you a clap. I ain't give out no clap all day, man. I'm gonna give out a clap to you, man. You know what I mean? You're right. That's what it's about, man. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and move on. We got to move on to the next subject. I told you I got some hot shit talk about. So there we go. Ooh, okay. Y'all, man, this one is near and dear to my heart as somebody who is a retro gamer. As somebody who does own an Ambernick console. I do. I paid for it. Right? I think many people do. But this guy reviewing it is in a lot of steam. So he is a retro gaming YouTuber in Italy, and he's possibly staring down a 3-year prison sentence, but not for selling pirated games. Nope, he's not selling pirated games. No, he don't got a Discord or a Patreon where you have to pay $5 to get access to his games. He's not doing that. He ain't low down. He ain't low down like that. Nah. He's a good guy. He's simply reviewing handhelds that sometimes come preloaded with ROMs. We all know if you order something from TikTok or one of those other places on Amazon, even Amazon, I ain't gonna say one of the places, Amazon directly, they come preloaded with games and he reviews them. But now he is in the hot seat. This is known as Once Were Nerd. That's his name. All right. That's what he's known as online. But his home was raided. 30 damn consoles were seized and his phone was confiscated. Ooh, goodbye. All because of decades-old copyright law that critics say is hopelessly outdated. So let's talk about it. Francisco, I hope I get this right. Celestini. All right, Francisco Celestini, the man behind Once Were Nerd, is a well-known retro gaming reviewer who often tests handheld consoles from brands like Ambernick, Powkitty, and Trim UI. Some of these devices sold worldwide, even on Amazon, occasionally ship with micro SD cards that come preloaded with classic Nintendo and Sony titles. We know those. Many have seen them. On April 15th, Italy's Guardia di Finanza, a militarized police force focused on financial crimes over there in Italy, raided his home and office under Article 171 ter of Italy's 1941 copyright law. So, Celestini, I hope I got that right for your name too, sir, claims he's done nothing illegal. And I want to know, is that Celestini? I'm just going with Celestini. Claims he's done nothing illegal, and he's saying he's never promoted piracy or sold the consoles. So even though he reviews them, he does not promote the ROMs of them. Like, hey guys, you gotta load them with ROMs. And I don't know, I haven't watched the videos, but that's what he's stating. Okay, that's what he's stating. But he hasn't sold the consoles neither. His video says that they have disclaimers, right? So what can you do? He's got a disclaimer in the video. I told y'all the disclaimer shit don't save you for nothing. It's just a disclaimer. People say disclaimer keep you safe. Maybe if you go to court, the disclaimer could say something, but nonetheless, they're going to say your videos undermine a disclaimer, right? So this disclaimer reminds viewers that ROMs should only be used if you own the original games. Despite this, investigators took 30 devices, his phone, and all were not returned until June 15th. And could move to suspend his YouTube channel entirely in the case of pending. The law he's accused of violating carries up to $17,300. All right, that's US dollars. All right, $17,300. So this is going to be a fine and a maximum of 3 years in prison, even though no formal charges have been disclosed. This is nasty work, y'all. This is nasty work, man. I just got to say it myself. Now, I want to go ahead and take a look here. And just see how much that would be. Or what was that money? Let's see. All right, that's 15,000, and I don't even know what this is. I guess that would be UK dollars or something. I don't know. but that would be 15,000 in that for money. So it seemed like more, but still, that's a lot of money. All right. Now he has launched a GoFundMe for his legal funds, as I would have did too. That's some smart shit, and has already raised about $7,000. So just to give you guys a timeline of events, April 15th is when they seized everything, and June 15th is when his phone was actually returned. So they kept his shit for months. He only got his phone back on June 15th. And you already know his other devices remain confiscated. Nasty work. Now, he did post a YouTube video revealing that the raid happened. He also warns other Italian creators to be careful. Now, I am a person that was well in the scene, and I'm going to actually, let's see here. Who else? We got now. It's too many people that are still in the scene that still make these type of videos. Why is it that this guy was targeted? Now, this law under 171 ter of Italy's 1941 copyright law enables them to come. Now, I don't know how he's promoting these videos. I'm not about to go watch somebody's shit 100 times and watch all their videos to hear what they say, to listen to what they say. But I can tell you this, and I'm gonna say this I've been saying this from day one. I've been telling everybody, I'm gonna keep saying it. When we posting this shit on YouTube, man, it's all good to talk. We love talking. We love, showing and demonstrating. We like to keep piracy alive. We already know how it is. But to keep it real, that shit's going to start getting us in trouble. These companies are using law. Until we get law changed, we will be fucked trying to say we're the ones that's going to change it. We're the individuals. We're going to stand strong. We have to change law, man. This shit is not right. It's not cool. It will never be cool, bro. Like, I'm going to just stand on that. That's me. All right. That's all I got to say. So I almost want to go ahead and move on, but I kind of don't. You know what I mean? Because I got something else to say on this. I'm going to throw, because there ain't shit else. I'm about to go off right now, man. Matter of fact, I was about to take a shot before I go off, but I'm not going to take a shot right quick because I'm going to be slurring my words, and I want to get this out clearly. Okay. I do think it sucks what is happening. And I think these laws need to change. But I do think that a lot of people are not doing enough to have the laws changed. I come out here and I speak on it. I hope that does something. I actually look into local officials who can do some with video games. And guess what? A lot of them don't care. I understand. That's kind of what I expected, but at least I can look into it. Now, if I say, hey, I don't like where I live, I want to go somewhere that's more, they're more in tune with what's happening, I could do that. But at least I looked into it. Because what's going to happen, I'm telling you, we're going to lose ownership of games through law. We're just going to lose. I know Stop Killing Games is the beginning, and we're going to talk more about that next. But I'm telling you, retro games are going to be gone. You better keep your Nintendo. You better keep those old desktops with those ROMs. You better do whatever you have to do to keep those memories alive for your children. I'm gonna ask you this. How do you play your 8-tracks right now? Can you purchase an 8-track player from Amazon? I don't know. Haven't looked. How do you play your VHSs? I'm sure you can go somewhere and buy a VHS player. They start coming back. You have a lot of old different formats where you may not be able to play. If they come out with another Nintendo that plays your cartridges, if you have another way to continue to play your cartridges or other things that can keep them alive, they will have excuses to keep those laws intact. We're fucked. Welcome to the real world. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just tell everybody, get in tune with your local officials. You know what I mean? See what they're doing. Find out. Because if you don't, we're brocked. All right. Let's go ahead and move on because this is what I want to talk about. The real shit. Let's see if we got it good. Block out. Yes, let's go. Now, I want to make sure I'm looking at the stream. Sounds like we're good. I see Neo. I see you there. We're good. Okay, chat is good. I'm making sure everything. Yo, I don't know why. It looks like I'm lagging a little bit, but I think I'm fine. So I'm going to roll with it. We just going, hey, we good. We good. We just going to leave it like that. So this one here is a big one because Stop Killing Games. I want everybody to stand up for, man. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn if you care. And anybody who is against stop killing games, we got to talk, debate. Tell me, why are you against stop killing games? Like, what is the problem with stop killing games? And I know it all started. People want to talk about games like The Crew that's no longer made available. That games just live service games, right? But no, we ain't talking about that. We are talking about every single game ever. If I purchased the original Mario, okay, I purchased the original Mario. If I am able to create hardware that can simply play your game, therefore, it is not I did not crack your game. I do not have any code from your system, but I am able to play your game. How is that illegal? I don't have anything from you. Now I understand if there's direct source code or certain things needed from Nintendo, then I understand. But in that case, if I'm playing Mario, ain't shit you can say. It ain't nothing I'm touching. Ain't nothing you can do. And that's what I'm here for. I'm an old head. And yes, I remember all those damn, I'm going to tell y'all something about games. And this is what pisses me off. And this is why I love the stop killing games movement. You guys are thinking about now, the young bucks. They don't know about having those discs break on you when you got to have 3 discs. And you got disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. They don't know about that. You cannot play through the game again because disc 2 cracked. Most of the data's on disc 2. It cracked. It's over. How do I play that game? You have to purchase a whole entire one just to get disc 2. It is nasty work. But we did it. We did it. Now, somebody said, I backed up my game. I figured out on the computer, there's an emulator that doesn't take anything from Sony, but I'm able to back up and play my games. How could you blame anybody else, Sony? How could you come for them? This is what I'm used to. See, y'all got everything online, and y'all just like, damn, it's going. I can't play it no more. I understand. I understand if you spent $10,000 on your game and your character and all that, and shut the shit down. I understand you being pissed, but I come from an era where, they was taking away a lot of other things before that, and it was hard to swallow. We did take it, though. But I'm sorry. If my game works, I expect to play it. And I don't give a damn how I play it. And we need to keep these damn games alive. Before you know it, they're going to start saying, hey, guess what? We own all the games. Cloud gaming is the norm. Y'all don't need to. Hey, you know what? Don't y'all buy shit no more. Don't buy a game. Hey, every single person out there, don't buy a game. We're just going to stop selling games, man. No more $70 price tags. Look, everybody start clapping. Look, everybody, no more $70 price tags. Motherfuckers happy. Oh, shit. Yeah. But you all got to sign up to a subscription. Everybody. Every single person. You need a monthly subscription. You got to have it. You got to pay for it. Everybody. But no more $70 games. And you get all that shit. Ooh, look at your boy. You playing Call of Duty. I see it. You didn't even have to pay $70 for it. Tasty. Now you can go ahead and pay a little extra, right? Maybe you buy a game a month and you spend $70 a month. Now you ain't got to do it. You can pay for some extra cosmetics in Call of Duty. That's how the business world works. But this is how I see it. I come from where there was 8 characters. You had to beat the game with every single character. And guess what you got? You had 16 characters when you finished. Every single character unlocked somebody, man. You was happy to play through characters. You learned that some characters that were not your favorite characters now became your favorites. And I know they try to do that through achievements. The shit don't hit the same. I love beating the game and seeing an ending and knowing I unlocked a character and some artwork. That's nice. What's wrong with that? What happened to those days? Now cut your shit on $19.99, get all the characters. Bling. And me, I'm busting my ass over here, and you don't get nothing. And the guy who paid $20, we're going to make sure to OP one of these characters so your ass feel almost justified when you pay that $20 to get the OP character. It's a nasty business model. But that business model
I think is a smart one. I'm not mad at that because that business model is going to exist. But the business model of we're just shutting down your game and you can't play anymore, no, we need rights. Now, some people, I'm going to give some suggestions. I'm a solution guy, right? This is my solution. My solution, some people would say make a steady game that you can run outside, you know. So once the game shuts down, I can have my computer and I can run my own game. I can have my own private server. I can have all that. But I can tell you, Ubisoft and other companies are not going to like that shit because they're going to feel like it's going to go against the integrity of their game. If somebody puts cheats on the server or somebody, you know, they're just going to come up with every reason to not do that. So they're not going to want to do that. I think they must, once you deactivate a game, it must be there for at least 10 years. And then after 10 years, there has to be some deactivation plan or some reimbursement plan for the game. That's it. So, you know, if you shut down a game, you're going to have to pay for it. All right. And I know people might say that's a little crazy, but I think you shut down a game. The game has to be alive for at least 10 years once you shut down the game. And you have to find some type of reimbursement plan for those people. Now, you don't have to pay them in full. I do not think you should pay them in full. And matter of fact, you might get $5. You might get $10, but at least it's something. And you get the game for 10 years after it's deactivated. And you can come up with a plan or figure out what you're going to do or get your last dying days or, you know, get all your screen, do everything. But you have a 10-year plan. We need something substantial. That's just me. It's just me. All right. So, Joe, my man, go ahead. I'm going to post a live stream link. Let me get to it, man. I forgot. I'm tripping on my Scottie Pippen. I've been doing a lot. Okay. And we got another hot damn subject, which is kind of crazy. I didn't even expect it to hit my damn desk. Now, just to see 7/20/2025, y'all, it's 7:50 p.m. Central Time right now. I need y'all to go ahead. If you're tuning in, if you want to go ahead and be a part, we're going to do Choose Your Fate later. I'm going to see right now. I want to pull up the statement and see if I can get it from Ubisoft, my damn self. Okay. And Ubisoft, I know sometimes they be fluffing it on all these sites. They put all the other shit. I just want the statement from Ubisoft. I don't need all the other fluff shit. Okay, there we go. Baya, baya, booyah, booyah. You got to make the sounds when you're hitting it. Baya, baya, booyah, booyah, mama. Jiggle, jiggle. Ooh. I don't know. I'm just saying whatever. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Here we go. Bam. All right, there we go. Beautiful. So, I got here. No, that's not the statement. Damn, they got me. It's all good. Ubisoft CEO, Yves Guillemot. I think that's how you pronounce it. Is it Guillemot? Somebody help me out. Guillemot. Nonetheless, he broke his silence on the Stop Killing Games, man. Everybody's been waiting on Ubisoft to say something because Ubisoft's been one of those companies that's not only been taking folks' money left and right, not only has been known for Microsoft transactions, but if my understanding, let me see if Ubisoft, the actual one that ran The Crew that shut down, yes, Ubisoft was where all this kind of started. So, he actually broke his silence finally on the Stop Killing Games movement. Now, this movement is a consumer-driven campaign demanding publishers rendering purchased games unplayable after server shutdowns to give us some out instead of just leaving us high and dry. Now, the CEO of Ubisoft actually acknowledged the issue but doubled down on Ubisoft's stance that game services cannot last forever and players need to accept the reality and get over it. All right. Now we're going to talk about that because there's some people who actually agree with that. They actually agree hard that we need to get over it. All right. And appreciate it. Like my man Joe said, if you can hit the like, go ahead and share the content. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Do it up. Do the Doug Dizzle. All right. The controversy stems from Ubisoft's shutdown of The Crew, which is an always online racing game that became completely unplayable when its servers were switched off. In some cases, Ubisoft even revoked licenses from players' libraries, leaving owners with nothing but a dead icon on their damn dashboards. So this sparked outrage, lawsuits, and the Stop Killing Games initiative was born and now has more than 1.4 million signatures and gained traction with the European Commission, which is a big deal because that could set precedent for other countries to start taking a look into it. Now, Ubisoft had their annual meeting, and the CEO addressed the campaign head on, insisting that the company already warns players about online-only features. They say they already warn you. I understand that warning. I just got to say this. Everybody knows that warning, like, hey, we could shut you off at any time. You work for a company that says, hey, we could terminate you for any reason, but still, it doesn't make it morally right. Still an asshole dick move. Gosh. And you got to put them together because this is disgusting. All right. But nonetheless, he's insisting the company already warned about these online-only features, and that's why it softens the blow. All right. And the Crew 2, for just €1 during the limited time promotion, you can grab. He's saying, hey, y'all, we hooking y'all up. We took away a game, but we gave y'all such a damn good promotion on the next one. What the hell are you crying for? Okay. He highlighted Ubisoft's plans to add offline modes to the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest as a compromise. But when pressed, the CEO reiterated, nothing is eternal. Support for all games cannot last forever. Critics say he is misrepresenting the movement's goals, and that Stop Killing Games movement is not asking publishers to maintain live services indefinitely, but they simply want companies to patch games so they remain playable even in an offline state or a community-hosted state. All right. So everybody's saying, when I download all your information for the game, why do I have to be connected online to play it from that point on? I should be able to be offline and play your game with no issues. Okay. So Gran Turismo Sport is one of those games that already shows how this can work. Spellbreak is another. They're all given offline modes and community tools for their shutdowns, because they knew they wanted these communities to still be able to play the games without any complaints. All right. Now, I'm going to say this personally. This is me. I am somebody that I could just shit on Ubisoft bad, right? I do think this is disgusting, but big business is big business. They're going to make money. They're going to make money. I'm one that has done a lot of beta testing for Ubisoft products before they come out. I've done play testing for cell phone games, apps. I'm testing for a game now, believe it or not. Can't say the name, can't talk about it publicly. That's what you do when you sign these damn NDAs that they make you sign, right? They have a lot of different moving pieces at play. So one thing they are not focused on is the past. I can say that from I ain't gonna say that for Ubisoft, but from a Ubisoft thought process, I think. Okay, they don't give a shit about any. They trying to cancel all that old shit and move on with the new. They just want to continue making money, continue making their investors happy, and that's all they care about. That's just me. That's just what I'm saying. But I can say some of these games I'm testing. Good thing I haven't set the game or I haven't said anything about it, but I can tell you this about the game. The way I think microtransactions are handled in the game are disgusting. I'll say that. And it might change, right? That's the point of testing. But I seen it and I thought, this is disgusting. This is what companies are doing to make millions of dollars. Now, I understand if your game is free, I have no complaints. If your game is free and someone wants to pay $10,000, $100,000 to be at the top of the food chain, be my guest. But for games that are paid games, can we not go down the nasty microtransaction route? I'm just saying. Damn.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it, Booker T. I can dig that shit. Now this next one, and notice I went through that. I didn't even go through all my notes. I got more European Commission. I got tons of shit. Like I don't read all that shit, bro. Just so people know, a lot of this comes off the top of the dome, popular poems, and I pop in your home, popping the chrome. Like I just, it just comes off. I can't say what it is. It just is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next subject. Stream Deck working good, man. Thank you, Stream Deck, man. Can I get a little Wolfpack? Wolfpack working good. This next one, man, I had to bring up. A lot of people have not been discussing this. I like to cover gaming news that's not been talked about. This week, This week alone, two of the biggest names in gaming, okay? And I mean two of the biggest names. We're talking Valve and Nintendo. Two of the biggest names have tightened their grip on adult games and controversial content. So this is going to be a highly debated topic soon to come. I'm marking it early. All right, I'm gonna be one that's going to talk about it now. It's going to be such a heated debate. It's going to hit courtrooms. It's going to go crazy because right now it's a market that's making a lot of money that some of you may not know about, even me, right? That I'm learning about now as I'm going through things. But Valve and Nintendo have tightened their grip on adult and controversial content. And the reason being is because they think it's going to cost them corporate control and corporate dollars. All right. Valve has confirmed it's removing certain adult titles from Steam under pressure from credit card companies, while Nintendo is also rolling out stricter guidelines on the Switch 2 eShop to curb explicit games and low quality shovelware. Now, the low quality shovelware, we already understand. All right, but let's get deeper into it. Valve, everybody knows Steam. Okay, if you don't know now, you know. They recently updated its rules with a new clause, which is Rule 15. This is Rule 15 for banning content that may violate the standards of Steam's payment processors, card networks, and banks. Okay, content that may violate the standards of Steam's payment processors, card networks, and banks. So people are paying for these games, and Steam are saying, hey, we don't want to lose. This is Steam's stance. Before we go deeper into it, let's play both sides of it. You got the developer side to say, hey, I'm releasing a game that's an adult game like anybody else is releasing. Okay, everybody, I see tons of them. Why are you coming at me? There's tons of adult games. Grand Theft Auto's an adult game. You got people popping cops, all right, doing backflips off the top of cop cars. You're not coming after them. I understand that. But at the same token, if Visa or MasterCard says, hey, Steam, we don't want to service you anymore, you're going to have to just rely on PayPal. Bye. You know, now they're like, damn, we got American Express and PayPal. Do you know how many people will stop purchasing or just be like, hey, I'll go through PayPal? But then there are people who don't want to create a PayPal account. They're losing money. So when it comes to payment card process, hey, Visa and MasterCard, they can say whatever. All right, I'm kind of with Steam on that. But within days of this rule change, dozens of adult themed titles were delisted, with Steam confirming the decision came after warnings from financial giants like Visa and MasterCard. Bingo. What else do we got to say here? Visa and MasterCard speak. They are the two big ones, man. Ain't nothing else you need to say when Visa and MasterCard speaks. Like ain't nothing else. What you gonna say? Valve said it had no choice because they were losing, payment relationships that could have crippled their ability to process purchases of any games. Like I stated, that's crippling. Losing Visa is crippling. MasterCard is crippling too, but losing Visa, it's really crippling. So let's also talk about Nintendo because they're cleaning up their Switch 2 eShop. New publishing guidelines quietly rolled out on June 15th. A lot of people haven't been talking about it, but they've been restricting games with overly sexual content along with shovelware they want to kick out. But there's a lot of games with misleading listings and politically charged material. They want to get all that out of the eShop. Nintendo markets itself now as family-friendly brand again. They're not going to the Manhunt days. Manhunt is nasty guy. I might have said Manhunt. That's crazy. They wasn't, but the adult games are flying on the eShop. Okay, they were. Developers say that even some legitimate anime-inspired and visual novel titles that aren't explicit at all have been getting flagged or censored because of this. And AAA titles like Cyberpunk 2077 gets a pass with a full slong. Okay? So players and developers are now worried because this misrepresents a growing trend that corporations and financial institutions can just at any point put leverage on platform holders and just say, hey, this is the type of content we want. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Hell Diver, what's going on? Dap me up. Good to see you, man. All right. Good to see you. But I'm going to say adult games, I know a lot of people may not like play adult games because I'm one that I don't play any of these adult games. I don't know much about them. I can tell you this though. As technology moves on, adult games are making a lot of money. AI is now growing, so you're going to see AI content growing. In these adult games, you're now having AI talk to you. You're talking to AI, they're talking back there, so you're going to have a lot of people who are going to be in these worlds telling people what to do. And I know it's crazy, and a lot of people can't imagine it. I'm an older guy. I can't. I'm used to the Jet magazine. What it was, page 43 in the Jet magazine. Like, that's what I was used to. Like, oh my goodness, that was dope. Oh my gosh. I was used to that. It's a little different nowadays. Okay. And I also want to say big shout out to Helldiver for the follow. Helldiver. Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all, for the follow. Okay. Go ahead and earn you some Steam keys, man. Do it up. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Specimen, good to see you too. Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. But no, this is I don't know who out there plays adult games. If you play adult games, you can speak to this. Are adult games needed? Are they something that should be wiped from the eShop? Some people will say Grand Theft Auto 5 is an adult game. How do you feel about adult games? For me, I have not. The most adult I have got to a game is Manhunt. Manhunt, to me, when you're full out slaughtering folks with glass shards and slitting, like that to me is adult. It ain't got to be explicit like nudity. Like, you know what I'm saying? But to me, that is just full out. Yeah, that's adult. All right. But some people got needs, man. What if they can't? I'm going to give y'all some examples. Now I'm going to put y'all, we're going to play devil's advocate. What if it's somebody that might be having trouble getting off? They ain't got no hands, but they can go ahead and make the computer. Hey, they might want to go to a virtual world. They can work it with their eyes. You can lock things and you can shoot. Yeah. Okay, they might could get it on. All right, somebody else, man, they can't move at all. The only thing they can do is with their eyes. You put it on, bam, they get it on. Like for people that have disabilities, accessibilities are now there to them. I'm just saying. VR, if y'all ain't got no Quest, try the Quest, man. Go ahead and get yourself right, man. Go ahead and get yourself right. Quest, get a Quest 3S. Quest 2's out there for cheap now. You know what I mean? You can get yourself, it's a couple other headsets. I'm just going to say Quest because that's like a market. If you want to get into it, just start yourself off right. Okay? Start yourself right. I'm just saying. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And here we go, y'all. This is the one. Y'all, this is the one, man. Every time. These are the ones that get the most clicks. I haven't been able to put up clips of our most recent Choose Your Fate, and the last ones I put up for probably weeks ago are still getting crazy clicks, numbers, likes, and comments. Choose Your Fate has just taken everybody by storm. So we're going to keep it rolling, man. That's what we do. Choose Your Fate. All right, y'all know what time it is. Choose Your Fate. Where we go ahead and pick two different things. And you just got to choose one, man. All right, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. You're going to have one or the other, and you got to decide. You got to let us know about your inner gamer. We want to see what type of gamer you are. Are you an old ass gamer, a new school gamer? You a stingy gamer, a giving gamer? Are you a gamer that plays with left hand, right hand, shooters? Are you a racer? Like, we want to get to the inside of gaming, and you got to pick a choice. And this choice is going to let us know more about you than you think. Choose your fate. Now, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to see if we can get my man Joe in here. Let's see if we can get Joe in there. Joe, what's going on?
What's up, Nick? How are you, buddy?
Not much, man. Chilling, man. Doing good, man. How are you doing?
Doing good. I picked up a big ass game lot off Facebook Marketplace, Sega Saturn import games. I got about maybe 80 games for $130 or $40. Nice. I sent you pictures on Facebook Messenger, so if you want to show it to the audience, you can show it to the audience. I'm telling you, without jumping off the topic, physical media is a must.
Yeah, now I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It is a must, and Joe, you're one that we can see a lot of different physical media around you. You know what I mean? You're usually a person that sit around physical media. Let me ask you, man, for physical media, You see the Stop Killing Games movement, man. There are people who are actually against the Stop Killing Games movement that's saying we have to expect games to eventually die. Like things eventually come to an end. They are saying that movies come to an end, music come to an end. There are all types of things that has to be re-imaged, redone again, that it eventually dies and the memories is all we have. What do you think of that, Joe?
I think it's a horrible, stupid statement. I also like classic movies or horror movies and also comedies. Back in the day when they were running during the war, they were running out of materials to make film reels. So what they were doing is they were actually re-recording newer movies on these old film reels, and they lost the movies, and a lot of people got upset just because it's 100% lost to media. Nobody has it. It's just totally gone. And we can't be in a situation where media is lost. You know, it's just stupid, especially now with technology. You know, behind me, I have 70 terabytes of storage sitting around. I mean, we cannot lose stuff. You know, now mind you, I have the full Sega Saturn ROM set, Japanese and English. It's about 1.5 terabytes, but I'm not going to pass this up for a great deal.
Yeah, you preaching
Yeah.
right now, man. No, I'm right with you. And that right there, man, is a nice little lie. Not one thing I'm gonna say about Sega Saturn. A lot of people don't know. I'm one that I'm old school, man. Joe, you know, we go back. I played all of them, man. I played Sega Saturn, the Neo Geos, the Sega Master Systems, the Atari, anyone. I played them all, man. I can tell you, Sega Saturn was one that was very underrated. It just didn't get the marketing it should have in the US. At the time, my oldest brother was one with a Sega Saturn. Me and my other brother, we were one that was on Sony PlayStation. You know, we had this plethora library of games, man. So he was always like, damn, he got to come over here and play the Street Fighter, you know, versus X-Men, right? He got to come over here and play these hits. But at the same time, there were certain games that at the time in arcades were out that you could play on Sega Saturn that were damn near almost arcade perfect.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they have a lot of cool ports. Yeah, the Virtual Fighter.
Right?
Yeah.
Virtual Fighter. We're talking Fighting Vipers.
Yeah.
There were, I mean, I think even Primal Rage might probably been on there. We're talking
Area 51 was a good shooter. That was ported over to the Saturn.
Another
Come
one.
on, stay low.
Yeah. So many different games to the Saturn. I think it was just so underrated. Knights is a title that I think is so underrated. And
also Virtual Cop was really good if you ever played that before.
Virtual Cop Time Crisis series was able to run on there. We can go on and on about the Sega Saturn. It's just very underrated, and I think it could have been good. Just needed more marketing. And I think it could have been a good competitor to Sony. But Sony, I ain't gonna lie, their lineup, they was just having it was just too much.
Sony mopped the floor with Sega. Then Nintendo came in and finished it off.
It was too much, man. Now we're gonna go ahead and do what we do best, man. Choose your fate. You know what I mean? It's always what we do. We go ahead and pick between two of them. Man, I'm gonna go ahead and switch screens. I know I gotta flip a couple things. Hold on, let me see if I got this straight. I always be messing shit up. Let's see if I got this straight. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So see, look, I knew I was gonna be screwing shit up. Here we go. Oh, there we go. What's this? Oh, hold on. We're gonna have to get ready to pause these. This is a tough one. I'm gonna read these questions. You're gonna go ahead and go through them. This one, oh man, they want to piss me off today. This is a piss off choose your fate edition. Which on a controller do you hate more? Cheeto fingers or greasy chicken hands? Now, I'll start Joe and then we'll go back and forth. We'll switch it up like that. So I'm gonna say instantly for me, this is very easy. Greasy chicken hands is some of the worst shit to have on your controller, man. You like at least Cheetos. I give you first thing, Cheetos, you could see it. You could probably get a little wet wipe, you know what I mean? And quickly wipe it down. If it's stained hard, you might have to get some little spray and hit it. You know what I'm saying? Because Cheetos can stain. But I'm going to say this. When you got chicken grease, man, you think you got it and you ain't got it. Like you take your shirt, you wipe it down. You're like, I'm good. Your fingers slip off. Oh, damn. You come back. You spray something on it. You wipe it. You get it. Oh, damn. Why does my fingers keep slipping? Like chicken grease is terrible on the controller. Might last for weeks on end. I think you cannot play nonstop with the person that eats chicken all the time and play the game. Like you just got to stop, break. We got to wipe your hands, bro. Wash your hands, man. So for me, it's easy. Greasy chicken hands.
I have to agree with you. The greasy chicken is horrible. With working in the food industry for my whole life and dealing with stuff, you can't get grease off of shit. You know, it's impossible. You'll be there all day scrubbing. Definitely grease on the controller is horrible. Like you said, it's really hard to get off. With the cheesy poo fingers, as what Cartman would say, you can see where that's at.
Yeah, man, you can. And we know we all had them. I'm sure me and you both, right? We
Yep.
play games. So when you want to eat and play the game, we always had a couple. You know, we might have our Cheetos there. We might, and you know how you do. You just put a bunch of them in your mouth. You just drop them in. You gotta let them fall in, and you can't miss them, right? So you try to get it right to the point where none of them fall out the side of your mouth.
Over full.
Yeah, you gotta make the Cheeto make your lip go up. Like, okay, let it go. And then when you finish, you always do the.
Yeah.
You know, you got to hit the white, man. You can't hit the controller. And now you got Cheeto stains all on your leg. By the time you get up, your knees is orange. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we all been there. All right, but greasy chicken fingers, you can't wipe like that. Greasy chicken fingers, you have to stop playing the game. Just gotta stop
100%. Especially got barbecue sauce or hot sauce. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over, man. All right, now that was a good one, man. So let's see. Okay. This one I'm gonna read off. I'll let you take it first. So when playing younger sibling in the game, would you rather let them win or never let them win? Joe, it's on you.
I don't have any siblings, so I can't answer that. But I would say, let them win from time to time.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, good answer. Good answer, Joe.
But not too much, otherwise I can get cocky.
Yeah, don't let them get cocky, My answer, I am a person. I have 2 older siblings. So I'm the youngest. Right. And when you're the youngest, you already know, man. I got cut no slack, man. They didn't give me, I didn't get no slack. I'm gonna tell you how they do me. We play fighting games and they be like, I'm gonna let you win the first round. And they'll just stand there and you'll whoop them. Second round, they be like, all right, I'll let you take my health halfway down. Take it halfway down. You like, yeah, next thing you know, bow, Hadouken, Shinruken, I'm like, Mama, I can't win. And they made it a purpose to torture me. But guess what happened, Joe? I started learning. I said, you know what? Hell no, man. I got to figure out how they do the moves. I started watching their controllers, right? I started asking them, how you do the dragon punch? How you do the dragon punch? How you do the dragon punch? How you do the, because I'll get my ass whooped, man. So I had to ask. Like I had to get my pride tugged, as much as I don't want to ask a person kicking my ass. I said, man, then they taught me one day. And my brother tell you to this day, I should have never taught that little motherfucker how to do the dragon punch. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to kick their ass until they learn. So I ain't never letting them win, ever. All right, when he beat me, he gonna know I beat his ass for real.
Fair and square.
I beat him fair and square, man. So it's just on. All
right, you told me your brother's really good at Mortal Kombat, right?
Oh, yeah. Don't even touch him. I don't even play him. Certain games, we each have our games where you don't touch the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even mess with it. It's Mortal Kombat, right? For one brother. Me and my other brother's like a mix. You got the Tekken. Like, don't mess with me on Tekken. Don't mess with me on Soul Cal. You know what I mean? Like, certain games you don't mess with. It's it. Don't even matter what version. You can say Soul Cal 1, 2, 3. It don't even matter, bro. Like, whichever one. Whatever character, whatever combos. Tekken is ill. Don't even matter. You can give me Tekken whatever. And it's going to be bow. You hit the ground. Bounce. Bow, bow, bow. How the fuck did you know that combo? Man, I've been playing that shit since Tekken 1. You know what I'm saying?
I remember Tekken back on the PS1.
Oh man, I can tell you about I remember Tekken in the arcade, man. I remember we was playing Tekken in the arcade and we thought that shit was beautiful. We like, oh my gosh, look at the beautiful graphics. You know what I'm saying? It was blocky as shit, but it looked beautiful. Like, I don't know, man.
Shit back in the day.
Yeah, it was different time, man. Different time. Now, okay, I'll take this one. Oh man, this is for the old heads. Okay, the young heads. Sit back and let the old heads tell you. Which feature should we still have? Playing any music on any game or Game Genie for the current generation? Damn, this is a tough one, man. I'm going to take this one first. Both of these are wonderful features, man. But on Choose Your Fate, you got to pick one. And I'm going to go with Game Genie, man. Y'all don't understand. It was nothing like the Game Genie, bro. Yeah, man, that Game Genie, every game I cheated, bro. Mega Man cheated. Mario cheated. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you couldn't get over that little jump, cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like every single game, you could cheat. Why would I? Now I can rent games from Blockbuster and turn them right back in, sir. Like this was perfect timing. Like if we had Game Genie now, do you know I wish they had Game Genie for Android. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, they kind of do in a little way. But you know what I mean. I wish we had Game Genie that you could just slap on anything. Boop, what do you want? Oh, you want unlimited lives? You want unlimited fire? You want unlimited? Man, Game Genie all the way. Okay, right now we got a little bit taste to play your song. You can cut on Spotify and play Xbox. You can cut on a couple of things. You on your PC, put your headphones on and cut on something else, play a game. You can work with yourself. You can work with what you got. All right, but Game Genie, current gen.
Yep, definitely Game Genie. I would say that too. Like, playing some games on the hacked PS4, we got the Gold Hen Cheat Manager. A lot of cool people making custom cheats and just throw that up on the menu. And I say to myself, you know what? Why don't they just do a charge service for this, like legitimately, like, restricted offline. There's no way to do it. And just have people, if they want to do cheats, they can do cheats, pay for the rights and call it, Modern Game Genie cheats or some shit. But like what you said with the music, you play it through your stereo on your phone lower. I do that too sometimes. Like if I'm playing a racing game, it's crappy ass music. I'll just shuffle my phone music.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that, man. I ain't got no problem with that. And I think if games and I understand, right? You have a game, a lot of games they go, hey, it's a story. If I gave you cheats, the story be ruined, right? You don't get this.
Though. They sell us broken games anyway.
To me, it's like you leave it up to the person.
Yeah.
And or do a refund policy like this. If you use cheats in the game, you can't refund it.
Yeah, very simple. If you use a cheat manager or whatever, and you buy the game, you cannot return it no matter what happens. If it's a broken piece of crap or if it's not. Yeah,
that's it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let's see the next one. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say this one, and Joe, you know how do you take this first? Which is a worse food interruption? Stopping the game for your DoorDash order, or burning the pizza because you can't pause the game? Joe, which one is worse?
I have in my whole life never, ever ordered from any kind of delivery service. I've had burned stuff in the oven at home before, so definitely burn the pizza in the oven.
Oh, man, I think that's a good answer, Joe. And I'm right with you. I have never
Sometimes you think that's ready, and you know what? It just isn't. Like, oh, you think it needs another 2 more minutes? It goes from, tan to like, blacker than charcoal.
Yeah. He ain't lying, man. And I've never ordered from DoorDash too. I'm one of those people that
we old heads.
Yeah, get your ass up, man. Yeah, get in the car and drive on over there, man. Save yourself that $5, $6, $7, $8, $10 that you about to spend extra, and you're gonna have more gas anyway. Put it in gas. You know what I mean? You're gonna do it. Like, why are you wasting the money on DoorDash? Yeah, we come from a different era. You're right. Get your ass up and go. But at the same time, Joe, I burnt the pizza many times, man. I have. Like, you playing the game and you like, okay, I'm gonna finish this fight. And this fight going a little bit, and you like, man, you know what? I only got one more hit, and then you hit him, but then it's a whole nother round of turn. You know what I mean? So everybody got to go, and you're like, oh shit, here you go. Oh damn, I level back up. Oh, he got more health. Well, I'm gonna try to finish this out. And before you know it, you right, you get back, and you like, damn, I burnt the pizza. So I think everybody done it, man. So I think worst food interruptions, burning the pizza. For all you DoorDash heads out there, stop ordering DoorDash. Get your ass up and go to the place. All right. That's all the young kids. Now, I'm going to say this. For all those that streaming live, I understand. Right? You streaming live. You got a bunch of people that like right now, I got 2,000 people here, and they all like, Nick, we don't want you to go. All right, I'm going to order my DoorDash. Right? I'm going to order my DoorDash because I'm trying to keep the show going. You know what I mean? Hey, DoorDash, now I could take 5 seconds to run to the door. Bam, I got my DoorDash. Hey, DoorDash, man, come right here, yo. All right, yeah, I'm still live. That's the only reason. Like, ain't no other reason you should. Or I'm gonna give another one. I'm lying. You order for a kid. Maybe it's a kid at home that's hungry, man. He called you. I'm hungry. Can you order me some DoorDash? Maybe you order the kid some DoorDash.
I want a Happy Meal.
Yeah, I want a Happy Meal. My mommy and daddy haven't fed me, and you order the kid some food. Right? I got kids. They be out there like, Dad, come on, man. Look at the fridge, Dad. Look, they open it up. I'm like, damn, man. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and order you that double-priced ass food today. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do today. That's sometimes I feel. But nonetheless, it's a good answer, man. Now, hold up. Okay, let me get this one. I think I understand this one. Like I said, it's all random, too. When you know you are about to lose, what do? Do you rage quit? Or do you fight to the end? I'm definitely going to take this. This is an easy one. I don't even think you should choose the other. I fight to the end. I've always fought to the end, man. I've been a person that it can be Madden, fourth quarter, I'm losing 27-0, and it's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm not quitting. I'm going to try to make that loss look reasonable. Now, if I can turn this to 27-14, right? It don't look so bad, man. You beat me 27-14. That was 2 touchdowns, right? You got, hey, man, you don't ever quit. You don't ever quit. Okay, I don't care. You know how many times I've seen people with the tiniest bit of health in a fighting game just bow, perfect. Oh shit! How did you do everything perfectly, like you was in the Matrix? That's because they fought to the end. So I don't think you ever quit. Okay, fight to the end. So I got to fight to the end. So what you got?
Fight to the end, no matter how bad your ass is getting whooped. Never give up. You keep going. You know when you rage quit when it's time to go to bed and you're supposed to go to bed an hour ago. That's when you quit, but you keep fucking fighting to the end, you know? I got stuck on one. I just finished Bayonetta 1 on the Switch 2 via MIG Switch. I'm at the last big boss. It took me three fucking hours to finish it. I didn't give up. I just kept going. Eventually I'm gonna win.
You like eventually I'm gonna win.
Yeah, eventually.
Bad
4
player.
hours later.
Yeah. Yo, bad player said you shut off the device and pretend you died. Easy clap. Yo, he's not lying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Bad player. I've done that one, bro. I've done that. I'm not even gonna cap. I've done that one before. You know what I'm saying? Like you just go ahead and cut off the game. Like, man, you lucky. You so lucky my internet cut off, bro. You so lucky because I start coming back. You knew it. And then, you really lost. Like, I've done that before. I ain't gonna cap. I have. All right.
You know what the sweetest thing in the world is? Like when you're doing a fighting game and you're almost gonna die, but you just get lucky enough and you do the last fucking hit and you win.
Oh man,
like just by just a tiny bit.
Yeah, the bad ones. The worst ones though is when you do all that coming back and then they jab you. Then it's like, it's like, damn, I did all that for nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? So it do happen. All right, let's go. Okay, we're gonna have you deal with this one. I'm gonna say it all. So, which is worse to deal with? Out of space on memory cards or 10-minute loading screens?
This is easy.
All right, Joe, go ahead.
Memory cards. I remember dealing with these back in the day with the PS1 and PS2. Can't afford to buy another one. Which game save do I delete? We had 10 minutes trying to figure out which one to do.
Yo, you preaching, Joe. I'm right with you, man. I'm a double down with. I can't even go the opposite side. As much as I hated the loading screens, I'm a person that hated like Shang Tsung and Mortal Kombat on Sega CD because every time you change the character, it went. I can't fight like that. I can't play no fight game like. But memory cards, you right, man. Like we come from a day where you rented a game, right? So if I played, let's say 10 games, bro. They don't understand how tight space was for us on memory cards.
They weren't like $5 or $10. I believe the PS2 memory card might have been like $45 to $50. That's the price of the game.
And you remember some of the games, if you had a certain game like an RPG game, that shit take up a
third.
Took
a lot of space, half the fucking card.
Yeah, so you mad, and then you get one game that's like some trivia game, and then it makes like a bunch of copies of a save. Yep. You're like, why the fuck don't you just make one save? It just makes copies and copies, and you got to go through delete, delete. Like, oh my God, man. So you bought another one, not to deal with the hassle. You just go, man, I'm gonna buy another one.
Dude,
bro.
I have a big bag. I got them at, I don't know if you have them by you where you live. It's called Cash Convert. It's like a pawn shop. Back in the day, I bought, they were trying to get rid of their Sega Dreamcast stuff. I have a whole big bag of VMUs. I was getting them for like $2 or $3.
Them VMUs, man, they don't know. I'm gonna say the first memory card ahead of their time, man. That was it's like the Biggie of the rap game, man, for memory cards. Like they don't understand. That VMU was like just you. I was playing Madden. I'm telling people, man, they ain't know what play I was picking on Madden. I'm like, okay. They said, damn. Oh, well, it wasn't Madden then. It was NFL 2K. My bad. I don't want to disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because I was using it on the Dream game. So this one here, easy. We both said. I can agree, man. It's almost like a no-brainer. So let's see what we got. What's next? Oh, I'll take this one, man. This is from which is a worse multiplayer sting? Team killing from your own teammate or screen watching when you playing at home? To me, it's easy. It's team killing, man. Team killing is the worst by far because team killing just takes away everything from the game. You know what I'm saying? It takes away everything. Now, back in the day, yes, we used to team kill for fun and ruin the game. And yes, okay. But screen watching to me is normal, man. I come from an era where screen watching was just part of the game. Like, you had to be a good screen watcher because you knew somebody was going to be screen watching, right? So when you are a good screen watcher and somebody else a good screen watcher, you could use it to your advantage. You see they watching your screen. You see they're going towards a tunnel. You make sure you face towards the wall and look, oh, right? They don't know where you're at. You're a good screen watcher. Now they like, damn, where did you go? Yeah, I knew you was going to be watching my screen. Yeah, I know exactly where I'm at. Good screen watchers know how to play. Okay, I master screen watching. Bam, bam, okay? As much as I sometimes got mad when I got a screen watch kill, because if you're playing 4 players on screen watch, believe me, you can't watch all 4 at the same time. All right, it's difficult. You can watch 1 or 2, but trying to watch all 3 of them that's going against, somebody gonna screen watch and kill you. All right, so for me, I'm gonna say worst multiplayer sting is team killing. This is a tough one, but I'm gonna say team killing.
I agree with you, Nick. The team killing is horrible. I've done a lot of Gears of War back in the day. And trying to be serious about your game. I know you're serious about your Call of Duty. I'm serious about my Gears of War. Just have people fucking killing you. And it's like, dude, you're fucking up the game. It's just like, we're after this team. We're not trying to kill each other. That's why certain lobbies, they don't have that like friendly fire, disabled. So if you have some stupid idiots trying to kill everybody, it doesn't work. I remember back in the day doing the screen watching, stuff like that, having like 4 people, like 24-inch tube TV, and it's like this big, like size of a flash card, and it's like you can't even see what's even going on.
Yo, he not lying. And you know what's funny? Nowadays, when I try to use those, it's crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Like, it's like too small now. I'm like, that's too small. You know what I mean? But back in the day, I don't know. I used to get it in on that little corner, man. That little corner was banging. Like, pow, pow, pow. Ooh,
and if you're whooping somebody's ass, you get accused of cheating. Oh, you're watching me go where? I'm over here now. Now you're over here.
Yo,
you always be bickering with each other.
Yo, what's going on, Moose? My dog, that be up, Harry Knuckles and all. Keith is. Where you bring your screen watching on GoldenEye? That's what you had to screen watch on GoldenEye. If you wasn't screen watching, you lost, bro. You lost, because I can tell you, I know you're coming around the corner. I just throw one of those proximity mines. Oh, it's so funny to watch you just walk into. How do you keep killing me? Bro, I'm watching you walk into the damn proximity mine. Duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to lie. Screen watching is a thing of our time, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about screen watching. And you can see on that screen, I never went that deep. Like, people have done things to like cardboard to separate the screens and all. For me, if it get that deep, what you do is you got to play Halo. All right, get a couple rooms, Xbox, separate rooms, separate TVs, 4 people per team. That way, everybody on the same team is on the TV. They don't see who's on the other team. Those are fair matches. By far, they're fair matches. People cannot be screen watching and nothing. Everybody in different rooms. They're very competitive, too.
Back in the day, we would have our friends bring the TVs over to whoever house.
We would. Oh, my goodness, Joe. Joe, they don't know about that, man. They don't know about that, Joe. That is choose your fate. And Joe, they don't know about them old days, man. I be trying to put them on sometimes, Joe. Like, I be trying to tell people. And that's why, everybody talk about the stop killing games movement. I understand we might sound like a bunch of old asses. I want to be able to play my Nintendo. And I'm not going to lie, Joe, a part of it, if I got to keep it real, part of it is a little pirate in me, man. Just want the game.
That's like, the only way you can preserve it is by piracy. Like those games that I bought, they're 20 to 25 years old.
Now, Joe, what if these companies tell you, Joe, you legally don't have rights to these games, Joe? You didn't buy BB and Tina's game for the Switch, Joe. You didn't buy that. But I noticed it was on your mixed Switch and you were live. We coming for you. How do you feel about that, Joe? Then they come for you, right? They say, Joe, hold on, Joe. You have 8.6 terabytes of Switch games. Joe, what happened? I don't see the receipts for these. You know what I mean? Do you think these companies are right to do that, Joe? They say you don't own it.
To a point, yes and no, but it's kind of like if you're releasing broken games and we have to pay for broken software, I don't feel that way. No matter what happens. Like, look at Cyberpunk. I don't know how long Cyberpunk's been out for. I guess maybe two or 3 years. Now it's fixed. You should have waited, took your time, and released it. It's ridiculous. And here's the deal. I don't care what anybody says. With these stupid Nintendo Switch 2 game card keys, in 20 years from now, that service is going to be disconnected. No matter what, it's going to be disconnected.
Now, Joe, one thing I would ask. So I'm gonna play. I like to play devil's advocate for this. So we come from the era where first we had NES cartridges. We moved to Super Nintendo. We had the Genesis. You remember even Sega Master TurboGrafx? I think we had cards, right?
Yeah, they had the little cards, like a little credit card. Yep.
We had a lot of different things. And then we moved on to CDs. We started having the CDs. We moved on to DVD. We had HD DVD. We had dual layer. We move on. Blu-ray. At what point, Joe, what is the next medium? If I had to ask you, what is the next medium that's going to be able to hold the storage of these games? Because it doesn't seem like these companies focused on making physical media. Because then you had a lot of companies who focused on the next big media. That's why you had the competition of Blu-ray, HDVD, and, but now it seems like these companies figure, what's the fight for? Everything's going digital, and it would be nice to have a nice little CD, right, that could hold as much data as a Blu-ray. And now but is that going to sell? It's proprietary. Besides just that system, you can't use it anywhere else. How do you get past that? How do you get past that hurdle?
The only way you get past it is by hacking. Like legit speaking, hacking. Going back to the PS Vita, they have proprietary micro cards. They're expensive as hell. If you want to buy a 64 gigabyte, it's going to be $120. You can buy an SD to Vita, hack your system, throw a cheap micro card in there, and you're good to go. But they don't want. Here's the deal: the companies don't want us to have our games anymore, and they don't want to preserve games, and they want to have everything digital. Then they can never reduce anything. Here's a game that came out 12 years ago. We're not going to, lower the price of this. This is it, and that's it.
And you know what? There are certain games that I respect that don't lose price and value. Like, we've seen Mario 64, right? You go to GameStop, you're still going to play it. You're going to pay a nice little penny.
120 or something, something crazy like that.
You're going to pay a nice little penny. I think another one was the Dreamcast version of Marvel vs. Capcom. But there's certain titles that got this classic, like
cult following.
Yeah. Like cult following.
Dragoon for the Saturn is like $1,000. I can never see spending $1,000 on a game.
Yes. And now we do have with physical media. One thing you can't get, Joe, is you can't get a lot of like these indie games being able to distribute their games to you so quickly, right? Because now I would have to be able to purchase media or come some agreement to somebody to be able to create the media. I'm then paying for, distribution. I then have to price it in the store. I have to include all this into a price where now I can develop a game and say, hey, Twitter, or X, I'm releasing this on this date. Guys, could you fund me this way? Or, how do you feel about that method of like taking, if you would take that away from indie people? Do you feel like that would be bad?
It's horrible. I don't know why, like going back to Nintendo Switch 2, like this is a perfect example. You're catering to children. Children don't have money. I'm guaranteeing you that most of the people that have a Nintendo Switch 2 are my age and maybe in their mid-20s. And they don't want these game card key bullshits. Why don't they use the old hardware, the old cartridges and put the indie titles on there? This shit will work. I mean, you can't be that stupid. This is coming from a pirate community of hackers and other smart people. Use your old fucking hardware. The smaller games that are only 2 or 3 gigabytes. I think the largest capability of storage for Switch 1 might be like 20 gigabytes. I don't really remember, but you can use that for indie games. That's overkill. Oh, we have an indie game that's 3 gigabytes. Oh, you can only buy a 64 gigabyte cartridge. Then you're charging an extra $20 for the game. No one's going to buy it. You're catering to an audience that doesn't exist. Let's cater to children. Oh, I don't have $500 to buy little Timmy a Switch. Now I got to pay $80 for a game. They're going to be rocking the Switch 1 for the next 100 years.
He's speaking facts, man.
I think the Switch 2 is going to turn to the Wii U, because I know you don't have a Switch 2, Nick, but The Switch 2 is like a Switch 1 Pro. It's a bigger screen. It's more colorful. Here's the deal. No lie to you. The Joy-Cons are scratching more than the Switch 1. Some type of film on there or something. So I have a lot of scratches in my Joy-Cons. I don't care. I take care of my stuff. But just like, I mean, come on. You know, is the drift going to be happening soon?
Yeah,
I think the Switch 2 is going to flop. You know,
you know what? A lot of on one side, I want to say, yeah, like I do think the Switch 2 is going to flop. On another side, I kind of feel like it's so many, I don't want to say shills. It's so many people who are just going to buy into Nintendo because they're Nintendo. Similar to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that about Call of Duty. Like, oh, Call of Duty could release 2 blank games and people would buy them. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's nothing in there. You just into an open world with shit in there and people would buy them.
Yeah, like if I wasn't a part of this community, being part of your YouTube channel and part of other stuff that goes on in the whole realm of hacking, all this other crap, I would have not bought a Switch 2. Yeah. I think it's a waste of money. You know what I'm using the Switch 2 for? I'm using the MIG switch in it. That's what I'm doing. I haven't touched any games in the whole Switch 1 library with being so busy. I've been mostly rocking the Steam Deck, you know, playing all the great games on there and everything. But it's just like there's no games. I understand it's a brand new system, but the games are expensive. And now you're pushing this digital future crap on people. It's like people my age, you know, Nick's age and younger, 20s, they're not gonna tolerate that. We're not gonna pay money to rent something because you know these new systems are like direct TV boxes. You get the box, you watch your program, and it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. You watch it. So let me ask, Steam took off a lot of games, man. These adult games is being taken off a lot of shops, man. I'm not a guy who has ever played any adult game, like full adult game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
How have you seen this market of adult? Is it a big market? Like I see money being made into it, but I haven't nothing of this. And right now we got Steam taking down a lot of games. We got Nintendo cleaning up the eShop of a lot of adult games. Joe, what do you know about these adult games? What do you know?
Well, I haven't played them before either, but what I heard is they're backdooring the stuff. Like, for instance, let's say the publisher's called Red Rose or whatever. You can't find the title if you type in, you know, for instance, Hentai Girls, like I was saying before. You have to search by publisher in the eShop, and there's a backdoor to, you know, siphon through the stuff. If Nintendo and Steam are getting pissed off about this, I understand you don't want, you know, minors to get this in their hands and shit. They should make 2 stores. Make a 21 plus store. You have to show your ID just to cover your ass. Don't do 18, do 21, and then do a regular 18, you know, do a regular, you know, E through teen or whatever the rating is. Okay. Do that.
I'm with
you know, but the publishers are doing that. I mean, it's up to the publishers. Let the publishers make what they want to make. If that's what they want to do, let them do what they want to do. Just have a separate store.
I'm with you on that. Now, Petrix, what's going on, my dog? He said the majority of Switch 2 library are existing Switch 1 games, so I'm fine not paying that $500 plus for the new thing. When my backlog is on a device I already own and I'm playing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Same way.
I feel you, Petrix. You can't, hey, said it well, man. Well said, man. Dennis, what's going on, man? Dap me up, Hairy Knuckles and all. I'm right with them on that library, man. I got the library. I'm right with them. Like, yo, I could play any.
There's like 3,000 Switch 1 games. There could be more than that.
And for those who waiting on, which Donkey Kong right now, right? The big thing now. But it's so many titles that people are going to be waiting on. I say get the Switch 2 a little bit. Get the Switch 2 probably like I'm gonna say it's gonna move. Give them a couple months. They're gonna have some titles. I want to see some innovations, but it's not gonna be the Switch 1, Joe. It's nowhere near gonna be the Switch 1. Yeah. I agree. The Switch 2 is more like a Switch 1 Pro. And I actually think they should have just called it the Switch Pro. Like, I don't think people would have not bought it any differently. I think it would have sold just as much. They could have put some other marketing ploy behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one's going to be able to play these type of games that this one won't. And that's something.
This is definitely getting our foot in the door of going the digital realm. Because what's going to happen with Microsoft, what's going to happen with Sony, oh, it's too expensive. No, you just don't want us to own anything unless we hack it.
No.
You know?
Dennis said he had an N64 with chicken grease in the expansion port. I feel for you, man. I feel for you. We all know how it was to get anything in them ports, man, on them old systems, man. You was mad. You unplugged the system. You made sure you cleaned it. It was dry. You didn't want to plug it back up. But back then, you know, it was real easy to take apart a system, Joe. It ain't like now.
Yeah,
Man.
it was.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
it was 64. I think it was 4 Phillips head screws. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yo, they just had a couple of screws, man. You get in there, take the little rub up, bing, 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 screw it, open up. You see it right there. Oh, now, man, shit, you damn near got to smell gas. You like, damn, I just took apart a shit. Like, nah, man, I ain't play. And the moment you do it, too, they want to come in. I won't be surprised. Open your Switch, too, Joe. They be like, freeze.
Yeah, really.
Hey, as soon as you take it apart, freeze, Joe. We seen everything you got. Put that shit back together. Get against the wall. You like, damn, man, I just took my Switch 2 apart, man. Damn, they got me. You know,
We saw the MIG switch. We got upset about it.
Yo, I wouldn't touch shit with. And then you seen the YouTuber, man.
Yeah, I
Reviewing the
heard about
Ambernick.
Yeah.
Right. Reviewing the Ambernick console. I got one. Matter of fact, I'm so glad. That make me think, yo, everybody out there, keyword, if you reviewing any retro consoles, your ass has been put on alert. Okay. It's a difference when they take down your video. It's a difference when they take down your channel. It's a difference when, you know, oh, I ain't got that much money, man. They took my money. It's a difference when they seize your shit. Like when they seize your actual devices, they seize his phone.
That's
So which
right.
means it don't matter what he was doing.
Were you talking about this in the beginning of the podcast before I jumped on?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
His name Francisco, man. Shout out to Francisco, man. Italy, man. Why y'all doing my boy like that, man? You know what I'm saying? I understand it's against the law, whatever like that, but still, man. You know, he ain't doing nothing but reviewing the console, and because the console come preloaded with ROMs, which I'm one that can testify, I received multiple systems that come preloaded with ROMs.
And you know what? Here's the deal. It's not his fault. It's the company's fault.
Yep.
If you're reviewing something, you know, let's say you're reviewing something like totally legitimate, you know, a phone, and you're telling everybody, hey, buy this phone. It's a great phone. It works great. Then boom, it explodes. Oh, it's his fault. Actually, no, it's not. It's a company.
Yeah, I'm with you. It ain't. But the easy target, they went for it. So I think that was it, man.
And you know what, Nick? With getting that guy in trouble, they're not going to prove shit, or they're not going to change anything.
Yeah, and that's really what I want to know. What's going to change from this? So I then come for him. Let's say I don't think any federal charges have been pressed yet, or any charges. From my understanding, stuff's been seized, and they're alleging things, but there's been nothing finalized. From my understanding, I don't know about letting them win. Usually, these kids are great at games. So I will say this: this dude is in for some shit though, because they seize his devices. Like once you can do a smear campaign on somebody, you get the device. I can say anything. Oh, you were talking to so and so about this. I can make it look like this. I could.
And you know what the scary part is, Nick? There's so much other bigger crimes out in the world. People getting I can't say certain stuff because you don't want your video to get flagged down. People get abducted and all this other stuff, and all this crazy shit happening in the world. And now we're focusing on this stupid case right here. I mean, can you imagine that working somewhere? You went to college for all these years, you become a detective and everything, and you're working with a piracy case. You know?
No, seriously, look, gotta watch out with Italian laws. They probably got all kinds of wild statutes for preventing the Sicilian mafia from selling counterfeit olive oil that were probably stretched to get that poor dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, them laws is pretty nasty. If you can come in and seize somebody for reviewing, and he said he hasn't sold shit.
Yeah,
that hasn't sold shit. So it's just like, oh, I got sent this. I'm reviewing it. I'm telling people, hey guys, if you purchase it, this is what comes with it. Oh shit, I'm getting locked up. Like that's kind of wild to me. I don't know. That's just me. Now, as always, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get the man. He hasn't sold shit. Look at him, man. He got DJC money, man. How you got us
reviewing your content?
Yeah, man. What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
What's going on, buddy?
Man? What's poppin'? DJC money in the building. Man, I'm chilling, man. What's going on,
DJC money? He's the only one wearing the shirt today.
I know he killing it, man. DJC money, that joke could fly, man. You know what I'm saying? I see you ain't been going over budget. You keeping the same. Hey, man, rocking the logo shirts. We ain't got new shit, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. You keeping the show going. Man, we going good, man. How you been, man? How was your holiday, man? When you talk about the holiday that passed, man, I ain't get to speak with you in a minute. All right, okay. All right. That's good to hear. That's good. Yo, man, you know when we get you on the show, man. When we get you on the show, you already know what time it is, man. You the one they wait for the end of the show, man. They don't even want us to do the end of the show. You know, last time I had somebody yelling at me, man. They called me on my phone. They said, yo, man, hold on. DJ C Money wasn't there, bro. What happened? I said, what you mean? Oh, and I stopped. I said, I can't do that to you.
These guys putting the glass on. This shit's serious now. Someone losing their job.
Uh-oh. Oh. Big money.
Sunglasses.
Ooh.
You know what time it is.
Stop, man.
Yeah,
You making me look bad, man. Come on, man. It ain't even my show. It ain't. It's your show, man. Hold on. Let me put you on big screen, man. What am I doing, man? It's little old me, man. It's little old me, man.
Yo,
what am I doing?
I'm not gonna front. I don't look good in this.
Yo, that man. Look at that man. Stunned.
Stunned.
What's that? Gucci? What's that? Givenchy? You got something. That's Prada. You something, man. I know you don't. Everything designer.
No, it's called. That's the budget out the toilet.
Look at the side. Oh, you iced out on the side of them things too, man. I see you stunting on them.
Yeah, look very nice.
I got this from Rick.
You got it for free?
Rick.
What's that?
Rick.
Oh, you got it from Rick? Oh, Rick got them joints, man. No, let me stop. Yeah, he got them because of Rick.
Yo, shout out to my man. To my man Rick.
Yo, shout out to Rick, man. Yo, Rick, blessing my man with the shades, man. Yo, Rick. Hey, I need some bling, Rick. You know what I'm saying? You hooking up the podcast, man. My man blinging, Rick. He hurting me, killing me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, DJ C Money, man. Now, we had one hell of a show today, but DJ C Money, I'm going to ask you, do you got a VR headset, man? Do you got a VR headset? Do you got a Quest? Do you have any virtual reality headset?
Hold on, man. This is why I need them. This is why I need the background.
Looks like he's giving us a shakedown.
Yeah, he definitely getting shake. Yo, I know you play. You got VR. You got a Quest? You know what a Quest is? The virtual reality. You got the virtual reality headset?
Oh, I used to.
DJ C Money, used to. You need one, man. DJ C Money, man. That's gonna take you to a whole new world, man. You're gonna have ladies you ain't never ever had that close to you, man. They're gonna be right next to you. All the time, too. All the time. Hey, 6 feet, really 6 feet, man. 6 feet, really 6 feet, man. All right. You can, hey, how many you want? 5? What'd you say? You need to get it, man. I'm putting you on, DJ C Money. I'm putting you on, man. What up?
I need that. My birthday coming up.
he said B-Day coming up. Might need to slide that Quest 3, man. All right, just make sure you lock your door. The last thing we need is somebody coming in and you full in virtual reality. You know what I'm saying?
All you see is a head Quest. That's all you see.
And they like, damn, and you can't hear nothing. So you don't know. They just like, oh shit. And you don't want to get touched because you probably have a heart attack, bro. If you think, you know what I'm saying, they touch you. Oh shit. Everything just fly. You see meta controllers and grease and lotion flying everywhere. Oh shit. And it's just fly all over everybody, man. You don't want to do that. Trust me.
Look,
you don't want to do that, man. Lock the door. Lock the door, man.
That's called a Diddy headset.
Oh shit. Everything just fly everywhere. They touched you. Why'd you touch me? You were, you know what I'm saying?
And then I don't want to be touched.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Virtual reality, man, you ain't got to worry. They ain't even going to touch you, man. They ain't going to touch you. They gonna
hey, Nick, they got these little things. They're pretty cool. It's like a virtual assistant now. It's like kind of like a Kickstarter. Like you put on your desk talking about in the community.
Bro.
It's like $300 or $400.
Bro, I was just wondering.
What's up?
What up?
No, what do you call it?
Call what?
The thing that you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know what the name of that device is called. It's like a little anime gadget. Like it's like, a little hologram. It talks to you. It tells you, hey, don't forget to do this. Don't forget to get your keys. It's kind of like having a virtual old lady in a jar.
I need that too.
Hey, he said that with so much confidence too. Hey,
Yeah.
I need that too. You know what I'm saying? Yo, DJ C Money, man. You know what you got to do, man. It's time. Now, first, before I let you do it, man, I'm going to say shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Petrix, Dennis, we got everybody, man. I'm talking about, I can't go through everybody because I'll be forgetting, but my dog Moose, Keithius, bad player. We got Hell Diver, Dr. Specimen. Who else? We got Neo, my man Shane, all the way from Melbourne, Australia. I think I said Neo, Jazz Mania. Who else? I mean, shit, we got so many
You
useless.
can't forget Chelsea and Spirit.
Shout out to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Joe for being here, man. Big shout out Foxy to Joe and DJ C Money. Appreciate you. Got them all out.
Like and subscribe, Nick Mozo 5 on Facebook page and the YouTube channel.
There you go. All right. Now DJ C
I
Money.
get down.
He ain't lying. I do rage quit every day. He kind of right.
No wrong song.
Oh, you about to take us out big time, man.
Not the wrong song.
Oh man, I thought he was about to say, I'm DJ C Money. We is going home. Everybody about to share fun. I'm about to say
dinner. I gotta finish wash.
I was about to about to get into my church. DJ C Money. Here you go. He getting it right. He getting us right. His outro. Which
Hold on.
What you got?
I'm sorry, guys.
What you got, man? Don't. Nah, it's funny. Something cut on you.
Keep on talking. I'm gonna get this right though.
All right, cool, man. See, let DJ C Money. He go ahead and getting it right now. You know, DJ C Money runs the budget, y'all. So no matter what,
it's probably gonna be like Usher or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like boom, boom. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. Yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Nick Moses. Share the kisses. Share the hugs. Share. Hey, nothing but love. All love from the top to the bottom of my body to your soul, to your mind, as one. Nation sky, love earth, mother world. You just start saying, hey, that joint was kind of, they felt them. That's how they be talking, man. I don't even know what the hell they be saying. Yo, I'm talking. No, that was you. That was you. I was just repeating you, man.
Stop it.
You got the music? You got what we got, man?
Not yet, man.
All right, well, look, we're going to do this, man. I'm going to go ahead and say, DJ C Money, get the music together, y'all. We going to, hey, DJ C Money, they hold up. They coming, DJ C Money. Got the Italian police has already gotten one YouTuber for reviewing retro content. We've been up here talking. All we know, we could be getting tapped right now as we speak. DJ C Money. The longer I'm on here, the more closer they get into my location.
I'm the only one who's safe because I'm Italian, so.
That's true. Joe is safe. He probably got somebody and they'd be like, hey, Joe, come in here, man. They trying to get you coming in here. Come on. Give me the pizza, huh? Yo, I don't even know how to tell you, but you just Italian. You got yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? DJ C Money. All right. Yo, DJ C Money right now is having technical difficulty. Yeah.
Slap on my knob, like corn on the top.
Yo,
check in with me
and
do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head.
So everybody that watch right. Yo,
Yo, that is the most disrespectful song to women.
In the beginning, I heard it's corn on the cob or something.
Yo, that's a classic. That's a banger, bro. I ain't mad at you. Keep that banger, yo. That man. Her name D Rabbit, so I thought they have it. Started to his name. Yo, that was the joint. Smelt like douche. Oh, what you come on, man? They don't know about that. All right, okay. I ain't gonna get hit. There we go. So DJ C Money, we're gonna turn up. There you go. All right, we hit him. We had to hit him, y'all. We ain't gonna get tapped.
No, you're lucky you're gonna get hit with a different copyright.
Yeah, we had to hit him for the copyright. Yeah, so that's why
he gave a couple. We let it go. He was talking through it, but now it's just straight back. So there we go. DJ C Money, man. Automatically, you got it with that one, man. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect you, bro, to play that one right there. That was slob on my knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask. Don't have to beg. Juicy is my name. Sex is the game. Let's call the boys. Let's run a track. How could you play a hit like that? You don't play that hit. That's for the streets. You only leave that to the streets, man. That's a strip club. You don't. My bad, man.
You only play that song when the Unlock Switch 2 comes out.
That's a class.
I'm sorry, Unlock Switch. Not I said Unlock Switch 2.
Yo, I can't believe you played the hit, man. Yo, Petrix, man. I just look up slob on your knob, man. That's automatic. It's that much of a hit. If you just Google slob on my knob, that's coming up. I'm talking about the whole verse. My man went through the whole verse snapping, bro. And I moved to Memphis, and people was like, yo, just listen to this again, man. And I listened to it while I was in Memphis, and it just hit harder. Because you start hearing everybody, you're like, God damn, he was for real. He wasn't joking. When he wrote this shit, I think he was for real. You know what I mean? So, anyways, y'all, DJ C Money, appreciate you.
Hold on that.
I'm out of here, Nick. I got to eat dinner and do wash. I'm going to try to do both of them at the same time. Put the food inside the wash machine and eat the clothes. So I'll see you guys later.
I'll go down.
Peace.